Do you know how much money you actually need to retire? Most people don't. And the biggest mistake in retirement planning isn't bad investments, it's not knowing your retirement shortfall. In this video, I'll show you a simple way to estimate it. And we've also built a free retirement calculator that you can try yourself. Planning for retirement can feel overwhelming, especially when you're living and working in Japan. Different financial systems, exchange rates, and the question many expats eventually face: where will you retire? But the biggest mistake most people make when planning retirement isn't choosing the wrong investments, it's this: they don't know their retirement shortfall. The gap between what they'll need and what they're currently on track to have. Once you understand that number, planning your retirement becomes much clearer. So let's break it down. Step 1. Picture your retirement. Before running any calculations, you need to think about three things. First, when you want to retire. For many people, that's somewhere between 55 and 65. But the exact timing depends on your family situation, career plans, and financial position. Second, where you plan to retire. Some people plan to stay in Japan. Others may return home or move to another city or country. And that decision matters more than you might think, because retiring in Tokyo looks very different from retiring somewhere with a lower cost of living. Finally, think about lifestyle. Do you want to maintain your current standard of living, travel frequently, or live somewhere quieter and more affordable? Your lifestyle determines how much income you'll need every year, and that number becomes the foundation of your retirement plan. Step 2. Calculate your retirement target. Once you know roughly when, where, and how you want to live, you can estimate how much money you'll need to retire. A common guideline used in financial planning is the 4% rule. It suggests that you can withdraw about 4% of your retirement savings each year without running out of money over a 30-year retirement. For example, if you had $1 million saved, 4% would provide about $40,000 per year in retirement income. But remember, this is just a guideline. Your actual needs may vary depending on your circumstances. Step 3. Consider the real-world factors. Retirement planning isn't just about hitting a target number. There are a few important factors to keep in mind. First is inflation. Prices rise over time, which means the income that feels comfortable today may not stretch as far in 20 years. Second is pensions. If you work in Japan, you'll likely receive some income from the Japanese pension system, but most people shouldn't rely on it as their primary retirement income. And while tax-advantaged accounts like NISA can be useful, they also have contribution limits, which means they're usually just one part of a broader strategy. Step 4. Identify the shortfall. Once you estimate your retirement target and compare it to what you've already saved, the remaining gap becomes clear. That's your retirement shortfall. And now, the real work begins. The most effective way to close that gap is by building long-term ownership of assets, such as stocks, funds, real estate, or businesses. Over time, those assets can benefit from compound growth, and the earlier you start, the more powerful that effect becomes. If you'd like to estimate your own numbers, you can try the free retirement shortfall calculator on the Argentum website. It only takes a few minutes to use, and it gives you a quick snapshot of how much you may need for retirement, what you're currently on track to achieve, and whether there's a gap you may need to plan for. Many people are surprised by the results, and it's often the first step toward building a clearer retirement plan. You can even share the results with an advisor if you'd like help refining the strategy. Because once you understand your numbers, retirement planning becomes far less intimidating. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out the free retirement calculator on the Argentum website to see how your own retirement plan looks.